you both for sharing. So now I'm going to introduce our activity. So we're talking about just, again, exploring your leisure interests. So I created a leisure map for both of you. And we're just going to kind of go down five different destinations. So the first one is going to start with where you began. So for each slot, I'm going to ask you a set of questions to get you kind of thinking. And you can write your answers on your board. We're going to take about like 5 to 10 minutes for you to go through each, or for us to go through each as a team. But yeah, the first one is where you began with your leisure journey. The second one is where you are now. The third, we're going to write down 3 barriers. The fourth, supports. And then lastly, future destinations. So what are some leisure activities that you want to engage in that would be helpful to best suit you in your growth and getting to where you want to be in the future. So we're going to begin. The pens that I gave you before, you're going to use them. So Tian, you're over here, and Tori, you're over here. Okay, let's just gonna move the camera a bit. Sorry. Alrighty, are you both ready?
Yes.
Okay, so starting on the first slot with where you began, I want you both to write down, we're gonna address the past, so I want you to write down inside your box activities you used to enjoy. Now I'm gonna set a timer.
So does that mean like I don't enjoy them anymore? But
well, things that maybe, no, not that you don't enjoy them anymore, but maybe you just don't get to do them.
okay.
Yeah. Or anything that made you feel like yourself. Yeah. Alright. Are you both okay to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So the second one is where are you now? And we're going to write down what you currently do for leisure, and write down how often you engage in it.
Well,
Why are you making that face? Do you feel like there's not, like, do you feel, and we'll talk about that with the barriers, but maybe at least one thing, try. And it doesn't have to be limited just to the examples we mentioned so far in the session, but it also can be tailored to, like, let's say, faith-based, activities that you do. Like, it can be culturally tailored to, you, what works best for you. And don't forget to include how often you engage. Okay, all set? Okay. So now on to barriers. So we're gonna, in those 3 boxes on the road, you're gonna write down 3 things that kind of prohibit you, or right now at least restrict you from engaging in, activities that you want to. Ooh, ooh. Alrighty, and for the supports, we're gonna write down a few of the resources or areas of supports in your life. That could be family, friends, it could be on an academic level, just to list a few. Ready to move on to the last slide?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the future destination. Now I want you to add on some new interests that you want to explore, or old interests that you would like to return to.
I'm actually put this.
That was silly. Oh, all right. That's the time.
Ari ain't done.
Oh man, I smudged it.
All right, so now we're just gonna debrief from our activity. So how's everyone feeling?
Good.
Good. Okay, and then how was it like going through your leisure experiences a little bit, just to break down those 5 areas that we went through?
I would say it's funny because I actually was just not talking to myself,
Mm-hmm.
but just breaking this down the other day. Like I know, especially in the age range we're in right now, like goals, like focus towards a career, like what's something outside of that? Like there's other things in life outside of just I gotta get to this school and I gotta do that. So what can I do that brings me joy in a sense, or just peace, like relaxation outside of studying and stuff. And this showed me I have some work to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that answer. Just as much as it was refreshing and all, it was also like a fact check.
Okay.
You know.
Alrighty. I'm glad the activity was able to sit with you both. Do you feel like your perception of leisure kind of like changed during this activity, like how you view it, or what you would include or like kind of exclude when you think about leisure in a way?
Sorry.
No.
Only other thing I'm thinking of, like, if it's not, I mean, the definition did say that it's, you know, personal
Right.
to you. I guess just leaving the door open to it being, like, well, not being, but it being able to change, yeah, actually being it.
And then just for the sake of, like, time, what is, like, from this, like, what is one action step? Because I know I had you list 3 barriers. So what are some things, like, or a barrier that you feel like you can address more immediately? And how would you go about implementing, like, the first step towards kind of, you know, incorporating at least one leisure activity in your daily routine, your daily schedule during this upcoming week?
I would say creating a schedule, like time management.
Okay.
You could feel like you have a million things to do, but as much as you have to make time for like work, school, and stuff, like you have to make time to regroup your mind too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a realistic routine up here as well, so just continue to figure out how to map that out for it to not just make sense, but for it to work.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So as we begin to wrap up, I just want you guys to keep in mind, or you folks to keep in mind, that leisure can serve as a powerful tool. So as you continue to learn a little bit more about leisure as we go through like each educational session for our future sessions together, I want you both to keep in mind that you'll continually fill up your toolbox. So with what you need during the weeks just to get through. So again, like we spoke about, aiding in stress reduction, boosting mental health. It's just how you think or process things cognitively, like even during your coursework. So just flowing through life or flourishing more confidently, knowing that you do have other things to turn to outside of, I know as a student, myself and my own experience, just coping in ways that probably were a little bit more self-destructive than like building me up. So kept me from experiencing more leisure activities that I used to enjoy to like get that rest. So in our next session, we'll kind of just go over like how we can implement that more securely and like consistently in our schedules. And identifying personal resources, so resources that specifically are tailored to you and are accessible, and that will help you to accomplish like getting into more leisure activities that you want to get back to. Does anyone have like any questions, concerns, or anything else that they would like to mention or share with the group before we go?
This was sweet.
Yeah. I think
So I'm gonna keep this in real life.
I think we should do this more often.
Yeah.
Like, for class, but also just seeing how like our different studies that we're doing can all like branch together and help like create those action plans and put into better practice these things.
Absolutely. So I look forward to doing the next session with you both, and remember to try to implement your your first action step sometime this week, and see how it kind of starts that train of or motivation to seeking out at least one leisure activity to enjoy or to do for yourself to get back to you. So thank you both, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
You too.